By this time, then of course already I've considered defeat to the president. So that was completely over. And I knew why I considered defeat, because I was more interested in the country than myself.
I am confident that I am leaving office with Nigeria better in 2023 than in 2015.
In this particular video, I want you all to listen to what the former president Goodluck Jonathan said regarding to what President Muhammadu Buhari did and his administration. I want you guys to pay good attention to his interview. We'll be right back.
Incremental basis for Nigeria to take its rightful place among nations. Our democracy provides for, allows, and encourages seeking redress for perceived injustices, enabling some candidates and political parties that do not agree with the results to go to court. Irrespective of the outcome of the various cases, I urge all parties involved to accept the decision of our courts and join hands to build a better Nigeria. I salute the doggedness and resilience of all the presidential candidates and their political parties for believing in our judicial system by taking their grievances with the election results to court. In the course of the campaigns, we had argued and disagreed on how to make Nigeria better, but we never disagreed or had any doubts that Nigeria has to be better. To my brother, friend, and fellow worker in the political terrain for the past 10 years, Asuwaju Bola Tinubu, I congratulate you on the realization of your dream, which was propelled by a burning passion to put Nigeria among the leading nations of the world. You have indeed worked for this day, and God has crowned your efforts. I have no doubt that your passion for excellence, reliance on competence, fairness in relationships, commitment to equity, loyalty to the country, and desire for Nigeria to be globally relevant would come through for you under God's guidance as you lead our country to levels higher than I am leaving. You are the best candidate among all the contestants, and Nigerians have chosen well. The last 8 years have been an exciting experience in my desire and commitment to see a Nigeria in which public goods and services are available and accessible within a united, peaceful, and secure nation. Fellow Nigerians, on the strength of your overwhelming support for me and my political party, I started this journey with a great deal of promise and expectation from you. I never intended to be just politically correct, but to do the correct things that will make meaningful impact on the lives of the common Nigerian. I am leaving behind an electoral process which guarantees that votes count, results are credible, elections are fair and transparent, and the influence of money in politics reduced to the barest minimum, and Nigerians can elect leaders of their choice. Up till now, I still grieve for our children still in captivity, mourn with parents, friends, and relatives of all those that lost loved ones in the days of the senseless brigandage and carnage. Fellow Nigerians, you know how dear the desire in my heart to rid the country of corrupt practices that had consistently diminished our efforts to be a great country. I did pursue this commitment relentlessly. in spite of the expected pushback. I cannot and will not forget the millions who prayed for me during my illness in my first term of office. I am constantly praying for you and for Nigeria to thrive in peace. As I retire home to Daura, Katsina State, I feel fulfilled that we have started the Nigerian rebirth by taking the initial critical steps, and I am convinced the incoming administration will quicken the pace of this work to see a Nigeria that fulfills its destiny to be a great nation. I am confident that I am leaving office with Nigeria better in 2023 than in 2015. I thank you all, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
How will a president use this old horrific era to compare the era of a Goodluck Jonathan, that 2015 to 2023, he made Nigeria in a worse state and is leaving Nigeria in a better state? But it didn't sit well with Goodluck Jonathan. The guy have to respond.
By this time, then of course already I've considered defeat to the president. So that was completely over. And I knew why I considered defeat, because I was more interested in the country than myself, which I advise every politician to be more interested in the country than themselves. Without a country, there will be no president. So I know it used to be tense.
And how do we ensure that Nigeria comes out of the current electoral controversy through reforms that will help grow the country's democracy?
The problem we have is the electoral management body, INEC, and the security. And I used to give an example. If two soccer teams are playing and the referee decide to look the other way, they will enjoy themselves. If people are contesting for elections, should expect that it's like a soccer game. Everybody wants to win. And you must not allow it. The electoral management bodies share more than 60% of the blame. Because if they do their work well, the politicians will have no choice than to follow the rules. They, the security, and the courts. I believe one day we'll get there, but I feel sad now that our electoral process is still wobbling. So we have migrated from card reader to paper, which is a superior technology. Why do we still have problems? Manual voting, we have problems in this country. Electronic, we have. So where is the problem coming from? Is the independent the electoral management bodies, INEC in this case. INEC has to sit up so that they will not throw this country into conflagration one day. And people must be serious. INEC must sit up. We should commission one of these internationally known IT companies. They will want to protect their image and allow them to build a system for us and also manage it during our elections. We can train our people, but they should manage it. That this last election, they say, oh, one director in charge of IT did this or did not do that. If you bring Google or one of these giants and they agree to build it and manage it for you, there will be nobody in Nigeria will not be involved. So it should be completely neutral. And probably when we get to that level where all those who have smartphones will not need to go to any place to vote. You bring out the, take it, go to your unit and press the button and you vote.
So if you want to watch the full interview of this particular video, you can go to Arise TV, whereby you will get the full interview. He said a lot of things about President Muhammadu Buhari. You know, he didn't have more time to criticize him because Buhari was still a president. He don't want him to use the DSS to humiliate him as a former president. But now that both of them are former, whenever Buhari says something, this man must definitely reply back. Well, let's move to the other side. It didn't end there. Remember that when President Muhammadu Buhari was leaving office, he made an horrific speech which he addressed Nigerian that his cows are more easier to control than Nigerian. Me personally, I don't know or in the entire world or in the entire continent or in the entire universe whereby a president or a leader or a ruler will refer or compare his citizens with animals. It is only Buhari.
I congratulate fellow Nigerians who have realized their power, that their votes count. I'm looking forward to tomorrow to fly to my base and go back to my cows and sheep, which are much easier to control than fellow Nigerians. But I have to reduce their number because I cannot save enough to buy them feeds. And I said goodbye to you, and I wish us the best of luck. Thank you very much.
First of all, he addresses nations and youths that they are very lazy. Secondly, before he left office, he's saying that he values cows, and cows are more easier to control than the Nigerian citizen. I don't know, for you guys, it might just look at something here, let's laugh on it. But for me, that is a very big insult. I don't know what you guys think. You just watched the video. What is your thought? Do you think that, hey, what he said is just trying to make joke out of it? Or to you, do you think that that is an insult? I want to hear from you in the comment section. For me, I don't see any reason why you even think of making comparison with animals and humans. I don't know. You know, a lot of people will always see nothing out of it because they are from APC. What do you guys think? Do you think it was the rightful thing for the president to make comparison between animals and human? Or do you think that that is very wrong of him? I want to hear from you guys. That's the reason I'm making this particular video. You know, President Muhammadu Buhari made a speech and said that him coming to office in 2015 and leaving in 2023, that it was far more better than it was during the time of Goodluck Jonathan. For me, I don't know, but for you, I want to know in the comment section. Tell me, do you think that Buhari administrations were far better than the time of the former president Goodluck Jonathan? I want to know.
Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you they share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.